Hey everybody, welcome back. This coming Monday, September 9th, will be our first 2-hour staff enrichment time. And this video, we're going to talk about updates on one, our district's goals that were set by our technology committee, two, our district goals for the staff enrichment days for the entire year, and three, our expectations for our first staff enrichment day this coming Monday. And we want everybody to know what those expectations are and our goals for the entire year. First, we created a technology committee last year. We had 16 people as part of our committee. They were from every building in our district, and they shared concerns, they shared their observations, they shared their ideas, and it was a fabulous committee. We sent out 2 staff surveys, 1 high school student survey. We looked at a lot of different information. We met multiple times. We had homework assignments. And from all that, we created these 7 goals for the year. First, all teachers and administrators will use Google Classroom as our learning management system. Now, the good news is we're going to have a unified learning management system that's going to help our students. It's going to help our families with communication, and is going to be of great help to our staff as well. And so you have the whole 2019-2020 school year to move to Google Classroom. We're really excited about this. And we're going to provide professional development and help and answer any questions that you have. And it's going to be easy, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be rewarding. Second, we encourage the use of chalk.com for lesson planning and curriculum mapping. It's not required, but we encourage it. We think it's a great tool. 3, our district will conduct an inventory of our technology, our hardware, what technology skills are being taught in what grades, and maybe ask some questions about where they should be and who knows what and what we need. And this inventory is going to be done by our committee, our technology committee, and our technology team. And we're excited to gather that information. Number 4, there was a lot of interest in measuring the Wi-Fi strength throughout our district and make necessary corrections. And so that was done, and a lot of work was done over the summer to improve Wi-Fi strength. We'll be sharing more information about that soon, but we heard you. That was a concern by students and staff. Number 5, we are part of a Future Ready Framework team, and we have, as a committee, decided that we want to continue this technology plan, continue this technology committee, and that's what our 5th goal is all about. Number 6, we would like all administrators to participate in Google Level 1 training. And this year, all administrators will go through Google Level 1 training. We feel it's important that our administrators understand the tools that we're asking teachers to use and model that use for our teachers as well. So we're excited about that. And number 7, it's not a priority, but we are excited about exploring the possibility of creating student technology teams and getting students involved in some of this technology work. So Chelsea Moyer will be taking over the technology committee. We're excited about that to see where it heads. Our goals, our overarching goals for our 2019-2020 enrichment days are the following. 1, we want to continue providing time for teachers to collaborate and discuss the Ohio Learning Standards and good instructional practices with their peers. We just think there's so much value in having those conversations about instruction and curriculum that we want to continue that process. You guys did a fabulous job last year during these days. So much was gained from that. We want to continue that. We're going to continue unwrapping the standards and setting learning targets in areas that didn't get finished last year. Some buildings got all their content areas unwrapped and set learning targets in all those. Some content areas just focused in one particular class. We're going to continue with the curriculum maps. They're never finished. They're just a tool that we continue to use. And this year, a newer focus is we want to spend a lot of time and energy looking at how to build better assessments. What is a good assessment? What are the characteristics and considerations that need to be brought in to build a good assessment? And how can we use those assessments to create units to help students grow and share and what they've learned? And so that's some of our new work that we're going to be focusing on throughout this year. And there has been a lot of interest about teachers working across grade levels with the Ohio Learning Standards. So those are our overarching goals for the whole year. We'd like you to go into your maps, look at the other columns, especially where and when you teach the standards, how long of time you spend on them or think that you should spend on them, what resources you're using, and things like that. Check out those tabs along the bottom of your curriculum map template that we gave you. And if you need a new template because you're going to unwrap a new area, just contact me and I'll send you one. We'd like you to look at the unit template and see what we think the characteristics of a good unit are, but more importantly, have you share what you think the characteristics of a good unit are and what are considerations that we need to do for that. Our expectations for this coming Monday, September 9th, are as follows. One, we want you to use your curriculum map template. We want you to collaborate and discuss with your team and come up with a plan for the year. We want you to look at the other columns on the map, but we want you to come up with a plan. Talk with your teammates and decide, are you going to unwrap the standards in a new content area? Are you going to look at last year's content area more deeply and look at assessments and unit design? What's your plan? Where do you want to spend your time? Where do you think the higher learning standards and the curriculum mapping efforts can be best used? And those are only two requirements: that you do continue using the curriculum maps, and two, we focus on the Ohio Learning Standards and how we instruct those. Now, that leaves a lot of possibilities. So you might be unwrapping a new content area, or you might be looking at pacing and intervention and assessments and units and things like that. You're going to come up with your plan. There is no finish line. We just continue our understanding of the Ohio Learning Standards and how we can better instruct and assess them and provide intervention. So I want you to come up with a plan on a Google Doc and share it with me. List your teammates and tell me about your plan. Share that with me and share that with your principal as well. Also, take a look at your curriculum map and make sure that you have shared that with me and Chelsea Moyer and that you've given us editing rights. We're going to assemble all the curriculum maps and put them into one area under our staff resources, which is on our browser. So now if you go there now, you can do a ticketing system for a maintenance repair or technology repairs. Well, there'll be another tab on there for curriculum mapping where we can see all the curriculum maps in one place. So if I'm a 7th grade ELA teacher and I want to look at the standards and how we unwrap them and our learning objectives for 6th grade or 8th grade and see how that's going to help me with my instruction and work with students, we'll have one access point to get them all. And so that's some of our goals. So your expectation for Monday is simply to come up with a plan with your team that involves the Ohio Learning Standards and our curriculum mapping template. That's it. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. We have 3 areas this year that are going to be going through adopting new resources for the teaching of the Ohio Learning Standards. And I'll be working with those teams on adopting those materials. I look forward to receiving your plans and working with you this year. If you need access to chalk.com or a new copy of the curriculum map, or you need a template for any of the things that were talked about, just send me an email. And that's what we covered. So I want to thank you for all your hard work.